Welcome everyone back to the show. I'm your host Don Vic, and I'm here with my son Stacks from Stacks in the City. You already know what it is. Big shout out to my co-host IG. He couldn't make it today. He's with his moms. Today is Mother's Day, so I understand it. You know what I'm saying? But we here, and the show must go on. Just want to thank first Mr. Ace De Leon for coming on the show earlier. It was great talking to him. Great young man, got his head right, and we wish him the best. But today we got another guest coming on the show. Just texted her a few minutes ago. She's a Hollywood fashion designer by the name of Vida Craddock, and she's out from California. And we'll be talking to her and finding out exactly what she's been doing in her career, and so on and so on and so on. Big shout out to everybody that tunes into the show the love and to share it. You know what I mean? I really appreciate it. Also, big shout out to all the paranormal investigators worldwide. Big shout out to Parapost Network. You know what I mean? You can find me on that network as well. YouTube, just link onto the Don Vic Show. You can watch it, or my Facebook Live, Victor Santiago. Log into that, and you can check it out. Also, you can check out my Instagram, Victor Santiago 436, or my TikTok. Who? TikTok. Shout out to my man DJ CC, all the way from North Carolina. My man DJ CC. Y'all gotta tune in, man. This dude is off the hook. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love watching this video. He makes my day. You know what I mean? Oh, and also, last night we had a great night. Me and Stacks, we went out. Called me into this club last night. Just when I was pulling up to the crib, the phone rings, and who was it? It was Stacks from Stacks in the City hitting me up. You know what I mean? And we went to the club, man. We had a good night. We posted up some of the footage that we were doing while we was in the little club. So, you guys can go on our page, go to our Instagram, Stacks in the City. You can see it. You can go to Victor Santiago 436 on what is it? Instagram, and you can watch the clips. And TikTok, I believe, is on there as well. So you can check out Stacks in the City. Check them out. Follow my son, and you can follow me on my Instagram as well. So I hope you guys are having a great Mother's Day. Big shout out to all the other mothers worldwide, and the ones that crossed over. Big shout out to them as well. Big happy Mother's Day to y'all. I know today is a special day. So we're actually still waiting for Vida Craddock to log in so we can bring her on a show. Not sure her situation, because she did just text me. Was it 7 Pacific time? So not sure if she's where she was going to be for the interview. So we're going to give her a few minutes and stuff to see if she can log in. So also, guys, basketball is big right now. You know what I'm saying? We're playing what? The All-Stars? No, not the All-Star game. The playoffs. Yeah, I'm mad.
I'm trying to think.
The playoffs. We in the playoffs right now, and we're playing the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks. So it's what, 1-1 or 2-1? 2-1 Milwaukee. So I still got faith in the Celtics. I know they're gonna pull through, because that's how we do it. We always be the underdogs, and we come and we pull through. Even though the Bucks are a great team as well.
Yeah, they are.
Great team. Durant's in that team as well, right?
No, they got nominated.
They got nominated. Okay. I got the wrong teams. I do it all the time. I'd be like Odom, and it'd be Tatum. we, yeah, guys. So, you know, I'm trying to get me uh someone that's into the Bigfoot world, and I know Brian Lavardi had connected me to someone. Um, we spoke briefly, but we haven't been in contact. But I'm looking to bring someone that has experience with the Sasquatch or Bigfoot, whatever you want to call it, to come on the show and talk about it and tell us their and tell me about their experiences. I'm doing a show. I'll call you back and come to the show and talk about his or her experience with a Bigfoot. Um, so if anyone else besides Brian knows anyone, come forward so we can bring you on the show and talk to you about it.
She says she's on.
Hmm?
She says she's on.
She's on.
I'm on. So she says.
Okay, tell her sent her the link. Tell her to log into the link I sent her. So yeah, she just texted. She says she's on. So I don't see her on my screen. But if you're watching, you just log into the link I sent you, that StreamYard link, so that I can put you on my screen. So I'm looking for a team. Does okay? Good. Oh, so we got Vida on here. So we're gonna bring her to the show. We're gonna talk to her and find out what she's got going on, what she's been doing. Um, so people, please welcome Vida Craddock to the show. Hey,
Hello, hello everyone.
how you doing?
I'm doing well, and just so you know, it's Vida Craddock.
Okay,
And
Vida. Okay, Craddock.
yes,
Okay,
Craddock with a C. And
okay.
just for short, it's just Vida, like living la vida loca. If you can remember Ricky
Vida,
Martin,
Vida,
you can remember Vida. Okay, there we go.
Vida, Vida. Look, I like that.
Living la vida loca. My name is Vida, mi vida.
Mi
Ah,
Vida, love it.
mi vida, that's right.
Let me find out you know Spanish. You speak Spanish?
I don't. My
So you
mother
got.
names me off of a wretched. I could call her another name, but I won't. A wretched gal in a movie called Mildred Pierce, and it's a book as well. And the girl was so bad and evil. And then I saw the movie and I cried. I asked my mom, "Why would you name me after someone so evil?" She said, "Because I knew you'd be the total opposite of good." She said, "You'd be just as good if she was evil." So I try to live up to that, being the good girl.
I get it. I get it. I get it. So you
Yeah.
have, you have an interesting bio. I was reading it. You're into a lot of stuff. You've done a lot of stuff, and you've been around a lot of amazing people. Um,
Mhm.
you also do social media marketing as well, right?
I do. Because I mean, I think independent entrepreneurship is very important.
Right.
And the more that you know about being independent, if you are an entrepreneur, then the better that is. And social media, digital, it's taking over. I hope it doesn't take over too much. It's kind of scaring me. But, as far as social media, I thought, I went back and got my bachelor's degree in business, and so that I could enhance myself. Being a solo one hitter quitter, just with myself, I have to find avenues in which I can afford everything that you see that I do. And that's so I decided to do a little social media on my own, and then people started asking me different things, and I started helping out too as well.
Mm. You have like 20 years plus, huh?
I do. I have 20 years plus experience in most of what you see that I'm doing, whether it be social media, having entrepreneurship as a business. Because I had Red Carpet Registry and Academy where I dealt with kids. I had a boutique on Melrose here in California, a very
Okay.
prominent area of LA. And there a casting agency. I had a casting agency in Studio City back in the days when they were casting for what Intolerable Cruelty and Mission Impossible 3 and Fat Albert. I casted for all of those, and so yeah, I've done some things, but mainly it was just so that I could allow people to see that I was real. Because I
Right.
didn't have a studio, didn't have a design center or nothing like that. I normally had stuff in my trunk of my car, and
Okay.
I'd pull it out and I'd be like, I'd be in the audience participation lines at the studios and trying to meet people that way and networking that way, being in the audience, being a fluffer. And so I said, I can't do this anymore. I can't recruit people out of my trunk and in the
Right.
line of audience, whatever participation. It's okay to network like that, but that's how I was literally promoting myself. So, I decided I got a store on Melrose, and that was not to design. It was just merely to, introduce myself into business. And some guy came up and said, "Look, I love your store, blah, blah. Do you think you could design me a dress and I'd pay you like, $15,000?" And I thought about it, and I took sewing in school like a long time ago, like a really long time ago. And I
Right.
said, sure, yeah, I can do that, right? You said, what, 15,000? Like, sure. It paid off. I got the money. I designed the dress. I had no idea who the dress was for. Didn't care, and that sort of began my idea of wanting to design clothing. As far as and then I set up a tailor place, like sewing and doing alterations in my store right there on Melrose here in LA. And so it was really, I'm like, I'm all over the place. If God just allows me to do certain things, but my passion is to do all these things and then go back and help the community.
Right.
Help the children. I'm into children. I'm into the elderly, and I like giving back everything that you buy from me. If you buy one item, I give a free pair of shoes away, brand new shoes, to a kid in between the age of 5 up to 24. Because I feel like even if you're 18 to 24 years old, you might be looking for a job. You might need a new pair of shoes. So
Right.
I have organizations that I donate this to, and I make sure that every time someone purchases from me, uh, you know. And by the
Yeah.
way, you can go to justvidaboutiquestore.com and purchase
Okay.
my new perfume line, cologne as well. And we've got it
Yeah.
on sale for $10. Go grab it, as it's going to go up soon. So that's justvidaboutiquestore.com.
Okay, and that's awesome. That was going to be another question that I was going to ask you about your product. Your cologne and your perfume, your custom shoes and stuff like that. But you make them all in the store. You make the
Yeah,
shoes in the store.
yeah. I'm very
Everything is in.
I'm like a department store. I went to school for fashion. I went to school for pattern making. I went to school for grading. I went to school for merchandising. So what I do is I really take those talents in which I've learned. I can design you a suit from scratch.
Mm.
I can't draw it. I only draw stick people. But I can get an illustration and you put it together. I can do a suit. Or, I can go in your closet. I can totally go in your closet and just rearrange and redesign everything that you have in your closet.
Wow.
I do it like for women, but I do redesign some things in my jean collection for guys, and I have done a few suit jackets by request for some producers as well. That's more my thing. I like doing sexy stuff. I have a bra line that I'm talking with the manufacturers tomorrow. Actually, they've called me buying it. So I don't want to be a bra maker, but they like the creation, and let's see what we can do with it. That I want to sell it. So but everything that I do goes to my 501c3, which is coming up. It's called Transitions. And Transitions is merely helping those transitions we go through every single day. And I want to set up a unit where you don't have to go through so much red tape in order to do that. So everything that you see me do, the shoes, the clothing, the perfumes, the bras, everything, the passion from that goes to the organization. The money from that goes back into the organization. And I want to be one of the ones that can build a company and give back at least 25% of that money to the community. Yeah.
That's so nice.
There's a guy that gives back 50. I'll start with 20%.
Well,
Everything gives back to the community.
25 is good. 25
so
is
where I'm
the
headed
share
for right now. So God gives
That's
me
awesome.
the ability to redesign shoes. So I can build you a pair of shoes on the ground. I have a team. Yeah, I want to do 50. I mean, but I know that there are three things, and I want to also, as far as God, I believe in and Him helping me, and the universe just giving back. There are three things that I want to adhere to. So with doing these things, I guess that's how I get the ability to design. The perfumes are not perfumes that I went and got and put my name on it. The perfumes have been designed solely from scents that I like, and they've been put together to comprise an original scent.
Okay.
Both the cologne and the perfume. So I'm very proud of those. Very proud that I put that together. And like I said, you see my shoes, I redesigned. Bedazzle is what, a $10 billion industry. I'll be in that type industry all day long. Go get my team and redesign you some shoes. I have a company that can do that too. The clothing as well. I do jewelry and I also do essentials.
Okay. Yeah. You're breaking up. You're breaking up a little bit. I don't know if it's the location where you at. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's breaking up.
It's possible because I wasn't even talking for the last 2 minutes. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can.
I can hear you. I can hear you, but it's like a delay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you, but everything is late. So try
yes.
Yeah, there's a delay on it. But I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. What should I do? I don't know what I'm just sitting here in the car.
Okay, so try signing off and signing back in to see if it goes away. Maybe
should I get out of the car?
Try. You can try and see what happens. It's probably where you're located. Oh, your Wi-Fi on? Turn it off if it's on. Okay, I can hear the outside.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's still
Is
like
it still a delay?
It's not a. Okay, I see you walking. Okay, I can see you now. Yeah.
I can hear you staticky, but
yeah, you can hear me. So can you hear me good?
Now I can hear you a little better. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I wanted to ask you about the time you went to New York for a style and dressing photo shoot that Mary J. Blige was included in that.
Okay. So I I had you at one point in time, and then you went staticky on me.
Oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Yeah,
A
it's
little. It's just the fact of the voice coming through static or whatever. So,
yeah.
um, is this a little better?
I I can hear
Is it a
you.
little better? Okay.
Yeah, I can
Great.
hear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead and ask the question again. Hmm.
Okay, I said you went out to New York for style and a dress photo shoot, and Mary J. Blige was included in that.
No, I was assigned to go out to
Okay.
do the design for Regina, which is the fur designer for Mary J. Blige and Little Kim.
Okay.
And I was invited to, and also she did the fur coat for Lady Gaga in the movie Gucci that just
Oh
came
my
out not too
God.
long ago. So I was designing for the designer of those persons. I was actually asked to do some things with Mary J that was coming up. I know I missed it because I saw the event. Unfortunately, at the same time, my daughter had a car accident,
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
although she's alive and well, but that's a
Okay.
blessing. I could be talking about a funeral, and I'm not.
Oh my God.
It
Yeah.
it set me back. I canceled the Emmys, the Grammys, and I canceled that event too as well because it was the same time. And
Okay.
so yeah, I didn't get a chance to get out there, but you know, the caliber in which those invitations come to me always come to me. I someone's all, and I appreciate. I'm so appreciative of my publicist that comes out of nowhere and just gives me uh, different people and events to do. My plus one photographer. Everybody just contributes into making sure, whether I want to or not, to be in the limelight, including you. Including you. So it's
Thank you.
I
Thank
have
you.
to I have to keep up with the Jonesies with you guys. And
Yeah.
so I took off. I literally, it happened in November, but because of the circumstances, I'm just really coming out of uh, that uh, that slump, which I'll take it any day, like I said, because I could be
Right.
talking about a funeral and I'm not. And so
Right.
yeah, but I'm getting back into the swing of things. I've just contacted Regina. And of course, she is just like, "Where's my stuff? I want my stuff." That makes me feel so good. So I will still be getting into that arena.
Okay.
I've worked with the Vixens, with Snoop, with Dr. Dre. I've done stuff for Macy Gray. I've
Mm.
sold to Leonardo DiCaprio. I've,
Wow.
at crazy places. You wouldn't even believe these places where I go, but it was in the beginning. And, it was easy to go to a flea market and actually see a celebrity. And that's where I sold the purse to Leonardo DiCaprio. I was in a call center doing a speaking, because I did speaking from time to time, and that's where I gave a purse to Arnold Schwarzenegger, which
Uh,
was going running for governor at the time, and he liked it,
oh
and I said,
God.
"Here, take it to Maria."
Yeah.
So, they're just opportunities. Just God has placed me, the universe has placed me in, and I take advantage of those. Because again, it's for one love. That one love is
Yes.
to be able to give back and to know what
Right.
my assignment is in order to help other people.
Amen. And by giving back, we get so many blessings from God. God just keep on blessing us, and I always
Yeah,
say that's what I'm after, the blessings.
yeah, yeah.
That we
I
get back
I
to
and,
each
and
other.
I don't look for anything back. I just want to give because, like you just said, that's like an obvious thing. It's if you believe in the universe
Yes,
and believe, that it is for good if you do good. But I don't do it to get anything back. I do it because that's my nature. It's
that's right.
just my nature of always wanted to give back. It's since I
That's
know I
awesome.
was a kid, always. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That you know
I'm
you also
not a saint, but you know,
ain't anything wrong with being a saint, okay?
listen, that's one of my good points right there.
I see that checkpoint. So you've also worked with Eddie Bagley Jr.
Ed
For
Begley,
stage
yes,
Bigley, yes, Bigley Jr. for a stage play for Cesar Chavez.
yes. What he did was, and you know, Ed Begley Jr. was on an old show which was called Saint Elsewhere, and on many other things. If you look him up, his credibility in IMDb and everywhere is just amazing. And by the way, I got myself an IMDb too for a couple of
Oh,
movies. But
okay.
Ed Begley Jr. Did the play for Cesar Chavez, his family. We got a chance to meet Cesar Chavez's mom, the last living relative, and
Wow.
we actually made history with that stage play in Washington at the Weber. I forget it, but it was the Weber. I forget what it was, but anyway, we made history with that play, and it was so moving because when we got back from Utah, where Weber College was, where this was all presented, he cried. You know, he
Wow.
wept. He was
Wow.
so pleased with the work. And I was the assist for I guess maybe it was about 20 stage people on there. So I was the assist
Wow.
for wardrobe on that stage, which I was very honored to be a part of
That's a
that.
lot of work. And
Yeah,
that's a
we
lot of
made
work.
history. Yay!
That's awesome. Hey, okay. That's a lot of work, 20 something plus people to keep up with the costumes. Because you
Yeah,
got
yeah. We
to
had many scenes on that play. It was like, but you know what? The way that they do it, we rehearsed so far in advance until it was just like the actors. It was just like getting up in the morning. They knew what to do. Uh, there's only a certain amount of outfits once you get them all done that you
right.
need. You hope that no one gains any weight. So, you know, you don't have to put too much Velcro on there when you're trying to get out of that bad boy. But
I
no, it was a
know.
great experience. It was one of my first experiences. And it was, I was also given a character letter for from my teacher that was there for exemplary character of who I was. I don't even know. I don't even remember. But I thought that was so cool, you know, because it's just
Yeah.
my heart that's in it. I just
Oh,
want to help people. You know, if I had
hey.
$1 million, I probably would be so poor and like really soon because I'd give some to me and my family, but I'd literally probably be broke very soon just for setting up things to help other people. Yeah.
Yeah. You will get that 5 times.
Yeah, I
You
don't
will get
worry.
it back
I
five
get it
times.
now.
Yeah.
I get it in the smallest in the most minute way. And that's what
Right.
keeps me going. So I don't look for it. And just you know, reaching out to say, hey, be on this lovely platform of yours.
Yes.
I mean, that's what happens. People just call and they want to give back. And I'm like, whoa, sometimes I think, who doesn't
Well,
have a
yes.
heart?
Yeah, but you
They
know
keep
what? Because
calling me that. I love it. I'm
it's
so
some it's
honored.
yes, and it's very important for and that's why I created my platform, because there's individuals like yourself that do so much good things for the community, for the people, and no one knows about it unless you know, you're on social media and you're talking about it. Your face is getting known. People are starting to know who you are
Yeah.
and what you do, and so people start to reach out. So I'm grateful to have this platform to be able to have people like yourself come and talk about your talent, talk about the things that you do, because someone out there that's watching might say, hey, you know, this person made my day. She made me smile, or you know
Uh,
what? Oh, I didn't know she had a boutique. Let me go by there and see what she has going on. So
right.
this is what this platform is for.
Well,
And
I
and
thank you for that platform because for persons of my genre, as you are
Mhm.
saying, we totally need it. You know, we need those platforms like that because the world is different. When other
Yeah.
designers were coming up, it was more people orientated, more personable. Now it's more digital. So you know, you go to a job and they tell you, you know, go online.
Yeah.
They don't want to even see
Yes.
you anymore. It's like go online. And then when you call, they tell you it's 3,600 people in line right behind you. So you know, either you
Yeah.
get it or you don't. So it's really really important, and I do appreciate the platform that you do have, and I appreciate you allowing me to be on this platform.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, because this is the future, you know, so we have to get used to it, you know, because this is the new
Yeah.
norm. Everybody's on social media. I don't even watch TV no more.
Oh, I watch TV.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm-
don't. I try not to get too engulfed in the social media world. I do
yeah.
it because it's a sales platform for what I do. But
Yes.
other than that, you never see me on there. I wish everybody Mother's Day, everybody Christmas. But other than that, I don't really do the social media. And Instagram was just until I hired my assistant was just really more tiki taki. I call it tiki taki. You know, it had more tiki taki on it than it had anything. And so, you know, everybody was saying, Vida, you can't do that. You got to use these platforms. I'm like, okay, so you do it and I'm going to sign off on it. So go for
Right.
it. So we've
Right.
started building my Instagram up again the way it should be, and different platforms. And it's again, it's only to advertise, you know, the stuff that I have up, and then you know, I'm moving on to bigger and better ways to advertise myself because those platforms, even though they're huge, they're small to us business and entrepreneurs that are trying to do our startup businesses.
Right. Wow. What advice would you give anyone that's would want to get into the fashion designing industry? What advice would you give them?
If you have family, if you, this is really true too, because people think that they have a passion or they have a desire or they have a want. All of those words are definitions within themselves. Sometimes people are just curious. I have a passion. I've been in this business over 25 years. That's a passion. It's not to
Right.
say the time that's spent in it, it's to say the continuation of the mind thought of even wanting to be in it and consistently staying at that point. So
Right.
there are some people that feel, oh, I want to do this because they think it's this way or they think it's glamorous or they think it's that. I would suggest to anyone in the fashion business to contact someone like myself or contact people that are at the level where you can talk to them so that you can hear their stories. I plan to bring out a platform of learning when I start back doing the fashion shows to allow the designer and the model to know how to get the best of an event from an event planner. All those three people play such a great role, but they're individualized, and the designers really fall short, and the models actually do too. So I want to tell people, you know, you go out for a model, it's not your turn. Be for the designer. When that 10 minutes you walk up that runway, it's not about you. It is about the design. If you could keep that in mind for a model, that would be amazing. You would be called on every call because you're wearing the clothes. You're not the canvas. You're not the view. You are
Right.
the canvas. You're not what the people are looking for until you get off that platform, that tee. And then you
Right.
got like 20, 30 minutes, an hour, you know, in front of the red carpet and in front of the step and repeat. That's your time. So if models would do that, and I'm not disciplining, I'm saying that so you can get more jobs. That's how you get more jobs is
Yeah.
display the designer, the clothes that you have on, not yourself. Once you get
That's right.
yourself perfected, someone's going to put you in the position. If you weren't perfected yourself, you wouldn't be in the position to be modeling for designers. So
Right.
once you get there, start thinking about the designers. And the designers, they should really start focusing more on doing shows that have buyers in the audience.
Right.
We spend thousands of dollars on a fashion show, but we have to take those clothes back. No one buys them. They're looky loos. So my advice is to be successful as a designer, always question the event planner. Hey, is there any buyers in the audience? And
Right.
then wait for the answer.
Right. Right.
Because
No,
if
it's a
you
great
just have
strategy.
looky loos, clothes and you just spent $30,000 on 10 outfits to go on Gales, and then you have to pay the cleaning fee, how much money have you made? Nada. So those are my tips, to be
Right.
real with yourself, be consistent. It's a job. You can't have a job and do this. Basically, you really can't. This has to be your job, or you have to have a lot of money, whereas you have a team to put there and do your beck and call for you.
Right.
This is reality talk right here, and
Right.
I plan to give more of it in different platforms, so it gives everybody a fair shot. The
Yeah.
designers, the event planner, and the model. Yeah.
Good. That's a good advice, because I have some friends of mine that are model, especially one that's a real she's a friend of mine. She's out of New York, Buffalo, New York. She's about 5'6'1", something like that, 6'1", and she's not a plus size woman, but she's a model, and I'm gonna let her know that, look for the designer, to model, the clothes,
You
because
have
it's not a
to. We forget. It's not a bad thing. It's just that, of course, we're the model. We're gonna get out there and we're gonna promote ourselves, but we're promoting ourselves already. When you get out there in one designer's outfit, you're already thinking of promoting yourself for another designer, which means, again, who are you promoting? Yourself.
right,
At that time, when you're on that team, nobody should be promoted except for the designer of the designs that you have on your body.
right,
You should keep that mode throughout your red carpet, throughout your mingle session, everything. That you should turn into an ambiance model once you've gotten off that runway, and start talking about the outfit. Start saying where to get the outfit from. That's a true model. And that's the model that I don't mind them saying, is this paid? Is this a paid job? Those other models, I look at them and say, baby, no, this is not
right,
paid for you.
right, right,
So it seems harsh, but that's reality. But it's
right.
beneficial for everyone. That means that the event planner is going to have another event because the designer is going to come say, hey, I sold about $10,000 worth of stuff at your event. When is the next one? Can I be
Yeah,
part of it? Only
right,
because he had the right people in the audience, or he. The
right,
model is going to display that, which means that the people in the audience didn't just come to look. They
uh,
now know that they got to buy. They're reminded, snap, snap.
right.
You
You're
now
right.
have to buy. And so, everybody's a win-win situation. And models have a job that they do not carry out. And I want to tell them that. I know a lot of them are going to hate me, but that's why there's so few of the models that get out there and make it, because they are too much to themselves, and it is not about them at the moment.
Right.
It
It's about the fashion. It's about the designer.
is
You're
about the design that they
you're
have on
promoting
their
you're
body.
promoting you, but you're really promoting the designer, the
You're
person
promoting
that
that.
you're
That's right.
right.
When you
Hmm.
promote that designer, you promote yourself. When you just promote yourself,
You're not.
you're
Yeah.
losing the designer. You're
Right.
losing the ability to be called back for a go see. You're
Right.
losing a lot of the ability that you're trying to get out there and get paid. So that's
Right.
my tip to models. That's my tip to designers. That was a tip also to event planners. Get
Okay.
some buyers in the audience, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Good. That's awesome. So besides you doing the fashion designing, what else are you into? Are you into filmmaking, producing, screenwriting?
I want to do a documentary on this madhouse world that's happened. I watched a lot of Twilight Zone.
Yeah, me too.
So I want to
Hello.
I want to do like a documentary in that kind of genre. And I've teamed up, well, as far as an idea, with a couple of producers, directors, and book writers with my idea, and we ultimately are trying to call it the salt shaker effect.
I like that.
So if you see anything out there like that, that's us.
Okay, I would love to
I
see
won't
that.
say anything out there, but I am trying to do that as a documentary, and it's a documentary just to lighten the load on people. You know, sometimes things like that in an informational form allows people who are not vocal to see affirmation when they see it, you know, on TV or in the book or something. They'd be like, "Ooh, I thought that's what it was," you know, but they're not vocal enough or inspired enough to come out and visualize it or vocalize it. So I want the documentary to be on certain points, certain things that has nothing to do with fashion, it has something, everything to do with what's happening in the world today, but on a Twilight Zone kind of way. Because, you know, of course, there's some deep stuff. But that's one of the projects I'm working on. I'm also working with, I love Dave Shelton, you know, the creative writer of Everybody Loves Raymond, right?
Yes.
Right. I'm working with him on his project. He's in West Virginia doing some things. He even ran for assemblyman here recently, and he has a radio show there now, and he's done some comic stuff, the drawings, you know, the renderings and stuff. But I've teamed up with him to do apparel with his drawings, and so I'm really happy about that.
It's awesome.
I'm a more behind the scenes girl.
Right.
I just did but I did do the, you probably wouldn't see me, but you see me on the credits. The new Lowrider video that came out with Cheech and Chong, Snoop Dogg, and Dogface.
Okay.
I actually was the makeup assist on that video, and we
Nice.
just went to the premiere on that about 8 days ago, something like that. It was
Wow, that's awesome.
Snoop's party, and the lowrider was there. Cheech and Chong was there.
Oh my God.
It was amazing. I didn't know that I was going to get the credits for that, but it was amazing that the artist, the makeup artist I work with, which is renowned, she's world renowned. I worked with her. She says, "Vida, come over. Your name is in the credits."
Oh,
I'm like, what?
That's so awesome. That's great.
So, you know, if you, I forgot the name. You can see it on YouTube though. It's with the new video with Dogface and Snoop Dogg,
Well, dog
and
face.
it just was amazing, kind of fun. I had fun doing that little video. So, but I am totally behind the scenes girl. I'm more of a creator, more of an inspiring person, motivator. I like doing that. I have a comic book. I'm dealing with Dream Changers, a company that has put out a tennis shoe, a comic book, but it's all about education in a digital Harry Potter way.
Oh, okay.
And I'm digging it a lot because it's going into the virtual worlds, the meta worlds, and you know, you can have avatars and stuff like that. If
That's
you look
awesome,
at my
Avatar.
wall, you'll see what I posted on my wall. That's actually one of the avatars of myself. I'm riding a motorcycle.
Oh, that's so, that
And
must be
so
cool.
no, it's a lot of things. You know, people just like you, they'll call me and they say, "Hey," and if I find that it's beneficial or it's right up my alley or something that is educational and beneficial to someone else, like the
Right.
children, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it. Or like humanity, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
that's awesome
So
of
my
you.
plate stays pretty full. You know, I do have a process of elimination. I don't take on everything, but
Right.
things that make sense to me.
Right. And you got to stay busy. You know, you have to stay busy. And
Yeah, you do.
the
Yeah.
fact that you have, you know, um your shop, your boutique, and your fashion designer. I'm just saying it because like um the media is where everybody goes shopping on social media. They go online, they see what's online, and because you have that, would be an great idea for you to be posting, you know, all in social medias and any social media you can get to, any interviews that you can get is always good because you'll always promote your boutique and what you're doing. And that's how nowadays, because I'm an OG, I'm from the old school.
Me
And
too. OG.
right,
Whoop,
right. So
whoop, whoop.
woo, woo, woo. So for me to stay relevant, I have to keep doing my show. I have to keep bringing people like yourself aboard my show so people will know about the Don Big Show and about you know your fashion design and clothes that you're doing. So
Appreciate you. Totally
yeah.
appreciate you.
So I don't know if you know Mr. Mike Wagner. He's a good friend of mine. He's also a talk show host, and Miss Rebecca Mahan. She's also a phenomenal woman. She has a talk show.
Amazing.
Yes, you will be great on their show. They're all on iHeartRadio. They have all types of people that go in and watch their show. So if that's something that you would like to do, I can connect you with them and have you come on their show as well. Because the more you promote, the more you come on social media, the more your stuff will be put out there, and the more your face will be known. See, because sometimes if someone was to tell me, or a model was to say the name of your clothing line, I'll be like, okay, Vida, Craddock, but I can't put a face to it. Like, I don't know who she is. But now if I ever hear that name, I know exactly what the face behind the name is. You know what I mean?
There you go. There you go. No,
So
I say pretty much in social media. If you go on Facebook,
yeah,
I pretty much have a monopoly there.
awesome. Well, that's great.
But I am venturing out to the other platforms too as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And
And
that's just
I do that. I come on the shows because I think it's beneficial not only to the person, but it's beneficial to the show.
Yes,
We all have different platforms of networking audiences.
that's
So
right.
that means now my audience will come watch your show and
Right,
your audience will be introduced as well. So
right.
when I do these, I think it's a win-win situation for
Always.
everyone.
Yes,
It's beneficial for everybody. It's maybe I'll bring 2 people. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring 2,000 people.
that's right.
I had 800 birthday wishes. So
Oh my goodness.
maybe someone will. They don't buy anything. No, I'm so kidding. I've had such great support. But I'm just saying, these people, I don't know them, but for some reason, they feel like they want to support. So I'm very open to other platforms like this. I'm honored that you want to spread the word and you want to
Yes.
be. I promise to be the best that I could be.
Yes, because I'm also just like you. I love to help people, and I like to see people win. And if you win, I win. I win, you win. And,
Yeah.
and anything that I can do to expose what you're doing and expose you, then why not do it?
Exactly.
Why not help you? This is what the show's about. I mean,
Right.
it's coming on the show so people can know who you are and what you do, but it's also to collaborate with other platforms that I know and to help you grow, as well. So
I love it. Well, let's work together.
yes, we got to work. If we don't work,
I'm not quite an I person. I'm more of an us and a we person.
I love that. I love that. I
Yeah.
mean, you're awesome. You're amazing. So, is there anything else that you would love to tell our audience?
No, just
About you.
visit www.
Yes, yes.
Just Vida boutiquestore.com. We've got a great sale going on my new men's and women's cologne and perfume, the fragrances. It was for my birthday. My birthday was in April, so I threw a nice little sale, but that will not go on forever. And the perfumes, as I said, they are not perfumes that I took a label and put my name on them. They are original. And you will like them. They smell good. The cologne is wonderful. The perfume is wonderful.
Right.
And I'm selling 10 millimeters on there. So they're very affordable at this point, just so people can say, hey, I want to go in and get that bigger bottle now.
Right.
Then when you go on that website, you actually get a chance to see some of my designs in the gallery.
Awesome.
We've actually added that so you can see, I'm a stylist, I'm a designer, this, that, and the other. So when you go to, once again, Just Vida boutiquestore.com, that's where you'll see all of that good stuff. And you're able to reach me via the email through our contact information there too as well.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show. You've been amazing. I love your swag. I love your vibes. I think you're so awesome. And
Thank you.
And it was great waiting to have you on the show because I know we rescheduled, but it was all worth it. You're amazing. And I'll bring
Show.
right. Thank you so much. So before we go, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna text you, Mr. I'm gonna talk to Mike Wagner, and Rebecca about you sending you over to them, and I'll probably send them the bio you sent me, and they'll reach out to you. You can reach out to them, just tell them that I sent you. They're great people, and they'll love to have you on the show, especially Mike Wagner. When you talk to Mike Wagner, he always sounds like he's in character. Always, yeah. So,
Well, that'll make two of us.
okay. So I want to thank you, Vida, for coming on the show. I wish you the best, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much. Honored.
Okay.
Take care, and happy Mother's Day out there to everyone.
Okay, ciao.
Ciao, Bella.
Okay. That was Vida Craddock on the show, people. She's amazing all the way. Make sure you guys tune in to Just Vida Boutique Store. Check it out. Go online, see what she got going on. And if you guys like it, you can shop online. Show her some love. She's an amazing woman, and I am honored to have her on the show. And I'm also honored to have Mr. Ace De Leon on the show from being here earlier, an artist from out here, from our city, 617. Big shout out from Brockton, Mass. Big shout out to him. So, people, that was the end of the show. I want to thank everybody for logging in. It's your boy Don Vick from the Don Vick Show, here with my son Stacks from Stacks in the City. Big shout out to my co-host IG, and happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there and those that are crossed over. All right, so thank you guys, and I'll see you next week. It's your boy Don Vick. I'm out.